Good morning and welcome to Mimosas with Michael. I just want to welcome everybody back. I hope you guys have been enjoying the show. I know we just started, but we're definitely having some good guests on, and they're talking about some amazing things. And I'm so grateful to each and every one of you who take the time to listen. Most of you might know I just got back from filming in Montana. I was doing second unit on a TV show. That was kind of exciting, although when I left Los Angeles, it was about 100 degrees. And when I got there, it was about 50, and it was just really, really cold. It only got colder, and now it's snowing. But when I got back, I was filming this short for Lifetime, and I didn't really get a chance to put together any shows. So as you know, because the show is still fairly new, I try to record some shows in advance, so that way, if I'm filming, my wonderful sound engineer, Richard, who was on episode 3, has time to put together the show and we can upload it so that you guys can listen to it. But seeing as the new episode is supposed to be launched on Sunday, there really wasn't a lot of time to book guests and give us time to record it. So I was talking to Richard, and I was like, Richard, man, what am I going to do? The show is coming, and I want to keep on a consistent schedule. And Richard was like, man, just do an episode where you sort of talk to the audience and, get to know them. So I think that's a good idea. So this week's episode of Mimosas with Michael is literally just a mimosa with Michael. But I also want to take a moment because we're here in the beginning of November and we're moving rapidly into the Thanksgiving season. So I thought this would be a great episode to sort of talk about what you were thankful for. And I'm challenging people to message us, send us audio messages that we can put up on the website, and tweet us and Instagram us and just email us anything that you're thankful for moving into this holiday season, and just use the hashtag thankful for, the word for FOR, so hashtag thankful for, and just let us know what you're thankful for. I mean, 2016 was tough. I think we can all just sort of throw that out there. But 2017 has been sort of a strange and exciting year in some instances because we have a sort of rocky political system right now. We're dealing with a lot of sexual assault right now, and I think that that's something that needed to come to light, and I'm glad it's something we're finally dealing with, because I think it's great that women are able to finally come forward and talk about it and deal with it, and they finally have a forum where people can listen and be supportive. But, I've lost some really good friends this year. I've had some great things happen as well. I've been traveling a lot, like when I was filming in Massachusetts and I was filming in Montana. Been writing some really good scripts, as you know. I did a short film called Axe, and I did a feature version of it that I'm trying to shop around. I just won second place at a horror film festival down in San Diego, and I got a nice plaque for that. So regardless of all the things that are happening in the world, I think it's important for us to take time and think about the things we are thankful for. And I know that it isn't always easy, especially when you're right in the middle of dealing with a lot of things, but we have to be important. And one of the things, I was told a long time ago by a friend of mine that we have to celebrate small successes, because I think, especially when it comes to being someone like myself or some of you listeners who are in the creative field, it's like we always need something big to sort of validate ourselves. And that's it's like I need the world to see that I did this thing to validate that I'm a success. But really, there are so many small things that get us to those bigger goals and successes. And I think it's our responsibility to celebrate those. And I'm not saying throw a party, but if I have something great happen, I had this success with a screenplay, and I was in Salt Lake City on a layover for a flight that was going to take a couple hours. I was walking around the airport, and I found this amazing backpack. And I needed a backpack because mine had just broken. And it was a little more than I wanted to pay for. but it came with a great warranty, and it was a beautiful backpack. And I take my backpack everywhere. I take it to meetings because I always have my organizer. I always have my tablet. I always have a pad of paper. I'm always running from things to things. And I said, you know what? I just won this second place in this festival. My script is starting to get some attention. It came with a couple of other prizes as well. And I said, I need to celebrate this because for every win that I got, it's been rejected from like 7 or 8, 9 other festivals. And it's so easy for me to just sit there and go, oh, it's not making it into these festivals. All these festivals are saying no. But really, there was one that said yes, and then I won. And they took the time to celebrate that. They had an award ceremony. They engraved a plaque, and it's something tangible that I can put on a wall. I can take the picture and put it on Instagram, and I can tag them. I am so grateful for that one success. So I bought this backpack. Sometimes I like to go out to dinner. I love road trips. Sometimes when I have successes like that, I like to just take the road trip and enjoy nature and take a day off from this hectic industry to sort of celebrate the reason why I got into it, which is, it's a beautiful, wonderful thing to be able to create stories that affect people. But I think we have to sort of be in the right mindset sometimes. That's very important. So if there's any advice, usually when I meet people, they're always like, what advice would you give? One of the things I do like to say is you need to celebrate the successes. Not all of us are going to win an Oscar, and if we do, it's not going to happen anytime soon. It takes a lot of work. But just being there and getting there is a success in its own. So I challenge you to tell us what you're thankful for, and I challenge you to celebrate your small successes. And I'm telling you, it makes them feel bigger when you do that. And then it sort of motivates you to work even harder to get a bigger success so you can celebrate even bigger. I guess I sort of do the same thing with my birthday. It's like every year we get older. And it's like I don't want to make a big deal about celebrating it, and rather I always go and sort of celebrate myself. Like I like to take a trip and stuff and sort of celebrate myself, my life, my journey. So I guess I sort of the same thing with celebrating your successes. I'm also thankful I have an amazing family. I probably don't talk about them that often. And I want to say thank you to them because I'm pretty much one of the only people in my entire family that decided to get into film. And at first it was really funny because I don't think they quite understood what I was doing. They were just like, you want to get into this film thing and you're not going to work full time and you're going to have to always struggle. And I know it wasn't easy for them at first because I think they didn't really understand what I was doing. But they've been so wonderful helping me sort of get through some of the struggles. And I'm telling you, man, I've been doing this for 11 years and it's been a lot harder than it's been easier. We faced the recession and the writer's strike, and then there's film has moved all over the place, and it took me a while to join the union, and then it took me a long time to find union work. And I've been writing a lot. They've gone to a lot of readings, and they've waited for me patiently to get stuff funded. But I'm telling you, my family has never once stopped supporting me. And I know it's not easy because I do a lot of things. But God bless my family. I get to see them soon on Thanksgiving, and I'm really excited. They always have. They're just great. They're the most amazing cooks. I wish I could just tell you. And we always do it now in honor of my grandmother who passed away. Oh gosh, this is our second Thanksgiving now without her. Last year's Thanksgiving was very tough because it was our first one without her, and she was a very strong matriarch. So I'm actually thankful for her too, for instilling the power of loving and appreciating strong women. I've always wrote strong women. I've always based them on both my mother and my grandmother, who are both extremely strong women, and I'm grateful to them for that. I'm grateful to all the men in my family who sort of taught me to be strong in both body and mind and spirit. God, I'm grateful to my friend Richard, who we met on a project this year and decided to create a podcast, which is doing fairly well. But he also encouraged and pushed me to do my own podcast, which is Mimosas with Michael. And I tell him all the time how grateful I am to him, but I really am truly grateful. And this man works hard for me because despite all of his own, frustrations and successes, he has to take time out away from his wife and his job to put together this podcast. And man, I'm so grateful to you for that. And I know it's a lot of work, but look, we have something great. We have a good audience. We have good guests. They always want to come back. So I thank you for that. I am grateful for deciding 11 years ago to walk off my job. And I know I meet so many young people, and I'm so admired by them because you know what you want at such a young age, in your early 20s. Some of you have just moved here, or some of you are fresh from film school, and you're just so wide-eyed and so ready to take on this industry. And I admire that so much because I was not that brave. I couldn't do it. It took me till I was 30 to finally get brave enough to walk off my job. So for you to be able to do it so young, I mean, that's such a wonderful and amazing thing. And you have so many more years to put into it and get something out of it and get a return. And I love to watch you guys, all of you young filmmakers out there, working so hard and creating wonderful, beautiful things that we as an audience get to enjoy. And I'm grateful that I sometimes get to be part of that. That's actually one of the best things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful to my roommates right now who watch my dog a lot because I have to travel for work. And I'm grateful to you, the listeners, who have given this podcast a chance. I'm just a guy that likes to talk to people. So being able to have a platform is very grateful to me. So I want to wish you all the best for 2017. Please stay strong. Please stay focused. Don't give up. It's never going to be easy, but if it was easy, anybody could do it, and it wouldn't be worth having. I challenge you, please let us know what you are thankful for. You can email us at Mimosas with Michael. We are on Instagram at MWM Podcast, which stands for Mimosas with Michael. So MWM Podcast, and we're on Twitter at Mimosas Michael. Use the hashtag thankful for.
Hello, Michael. My name is Maddie, and I'd like to say I'm thankful for my parents, having good friends, having a place to live, finally finding a place to live after a very long time, and the sunlight, and last but not least, my car. I wouldn't know what to do without my car.
Happy holidays, everybody.
But have a great holiday, have a great Thanksgiving, and from Michael and my sound engineer, Richard, and all of us here at Mimosas with Michael, we want to wish you all the best for this holiday season.